All right, guys, we are back with some more MXGP 24. Now, there has been 2 updates to the game since it came out in the last month or so. In about a month, they have done 2 updates. One at the beginning, it did some stuff, added a track, I believe, and then just recently, we have a physics update. So, I want to go over the physics update. Want to see if it has improved the game. Now, no, I do not recommend you buy it. I don't think it's a good game. I want to get that out of the way because some people just clearly think that I don't believe it. But I don't believe it's a good game, and I don't believe this update will make the game worth buying. I repeat, I do not believe the update will make the game worth buying. But I did want to see if the improvements are even noticeable, right? So we'll go over it. Maybe you'll see the patch notes. Maybe you see them now. I'm not really sure, but let's just jump into it. I haven't played for a while, so hopefully we'll be able to see what improvements or changes they've made to the game when we jump into a track. Okay, here we go. So I wanted to come to a track that was really easy and I spent a bunch of time on, for the 2.5 hours I've played the game. Now I haven't played for quite a while, so probably isn't the best time to do a physics comparison and are they better or whatever, but mostly they tried to improve or reduce the amount of sliding you might do, and the brakes have been changed a bit. The distribution, I guess, or how strong the front or rear brake is for both the assisted and combined and not combined independent braking. So that's going to be a bit different. The animations, the way he sticks his leg out, that was really bad. The way he sticks his leg out in the corners is a bit different. The way he moves his body, stuff like that, I guess has been improved. I did play a tiny bit just to get a feel for it, and I didn't really notice too much in the way of animations, so whatever. Suspension got a general rework. I suppose maybe the bike, the rear shock, the rear wheel goes up and down maybe a bit better than before. I don't remember though. That's just guessing. I don't know. But as far as the physics go, the sliding probably is a little bit better. Tiny bit better. Just like, going into the corners and braking, you can still see we definitely are slipping around here still, but maybe not as much. And when I hit the rear brake, we do slide, but not as much. Before the way I had the bike and the in-game settings were to just throw the back end out, like flat track. And here I can't really do it as easy as I did before. So I would say, yeah, there is less sliding for sure. Minor improvement. No, I need to, it sucks. It really sucks that I feel like I have to explain myself in such a dumb way sometimes. But no, I do not feel like that was a great change. Or, yeah, it's better. It's better than it was before. But no how, no way is it enough to make you want to buy the game or even make you want to come back and play it. This doesn't make me want to come back and play the game. It isn't enough to make me want to, because the whole, the bones of the game are so bad that putting a band-aid on, it kind of feels like this is like trying to band-aid a femoral artery puncture in your leg, It just isn't going to do anything, right? It isn't going to do anything. But minor improvement there. And then the braking, I don't love what happened to the braking. I actually don't like it. I think that the way the braking was, and maybe it's because I had kind of tried to teach myself to play the game a certain way to make it like even doable to get around the track. The braking feels off to me. The rear brake was really powerful before, and you could really slide around quite a bit. Now they did adjust the way the braking and the physics would work on the ground for both combined and not combined, so pro and standard physics, if you will. And I'm still using the same setup. Now, maybe I will test it out with the assisted physics, but, for right now, the braking power is, like, way less. I would say way less overall braking power. Even using the front and rear brake, you know, going here. Yeah, it definitely feels, it's so weird. They improve the traction, but reduce the braking power. And I know I'll try to have patch notes for you, but that, I don't know if that's exactly how it was worded, but that's how it feels. But the main thing was the physics. I don't really care about the rest of the stuff. And then they did do an update at the beginning of the month, at the beginning of December 2024, that added a track that should have been there from the beginning. They never mentioned it wouldn't be, and now it is. So we'll probably look at that too, but I wanted to come here because this is a track, very easy. I've spent most of my time in the game on this track, probably. So I feel like I would have a better understanding of what changes they made if I came here. And I will say I am surprised that KT Racing has done any updating. I mean, they had to update that other track because it has to be in the game if it's official, but I am a bit surprised they even did any work on the physics or whatever, or even the animations. Now, the animations, I don't really notice too much. They've done, well, we got a rut. Where's that rut going? There's a Ghost Rider here. Yeah, no, do not buy the game. It is not a good game, and no, this patch doesn't make the game way better. I mean, if it makes it better, it is in the smallest amount just because there's less sliding around, but in the same, you know, at the same time, I feel like the braking sucks now. So it's kind of like one cancels out the other one. So no, I mean, the one thing I also wanted to say is I would be surprised if KT Racing had never, you know, I find it hard to believe KT Racing hasn't played a Milestone game, you know, played a game in general to kind of get an idea of maybe what they should be going for. I know they want to make their own game, but it honestly feels that way. It feels like they've never played a motocross game. I know it was their first one, but I mean, I really would have thought that they would have played a game to at least get an idea of what they should be going for, kind of, you know, and then make it, you know, put your own twist on it. But that definitely doesn't feel like they did that. So okay, so here we go. I wanted to come here to the new track to show it to you, just if you were curious. I mean, it isn't a new track, it's a track, it should have been in the game from the beginning. They never said it wouldn't be, but some of you pointed out it was missing, so here we go. We'll show you a couple of laps here, but to wrap it up, honestly, this update, it feels like it was a trade-off. I feel like the slipping and sliding is a tiny bit better. A tiny bit better, but the braking, in my opinion, both the assisted and so combined and not combined, is worse. I feel like they, and I don't know if it says that. Again, I'll try to have patch notes for you, but it feels like the braking power is way worse, front and back, or assisted. Doesn't matter whether it is or isn't. It feels weaker, and so it kind of feels like a trade-off. Yeah, we might not be sliding all over the place, but the braking, the bike just won't stop. It feels like they almost slowed down the gameplay even more than before. And there you can see we still do have sliding. I mean, it still is there for sure. It's not like it isn't there. It's just ever so slightly improved. Ever so slightly. But by no means, if you own the game, I do not believe this is near enough to get you to come back to try it out. And if you don't own the game, for sure, this is not enough of an improvement to buy the game. But I wanted to, you know, I was curious. When there's physics updates to motocross games, I want to try it out. I want to show it to you guys. So if you happen to have the game installed and saw the update and tried it out, how do you feel about it? Maybe you feel completely different. Maybe you feel like it made the game amazing. In my opinion, it's the same. It is not enough, in my opinion, to bring anybody back to the game or to get anybody to buy it new. In my opinion, it is not even close to being in that situation. So if you've tried out the new update, if you still own the game and haven't returned it, or if you did buy it, and if you didn't buy it and knew it didn't look good from what you had seen, does it look any better after seeing this? In my opinion, no. I don't think it looks better. I don't think it feels better. It's basically the same. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. But you guys and girls are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for the support on the channel lately. It really does mean a lot. And until the next video, take it easy.